as expected, Hermès is on the up. The sales reports for Q4 of 2024 of Hermès just came out. People cannot get enough of anything and everything they make, but they're especially seeing growth amongst their most high ticket items. So their sales were actually up 18%. They had projected a 10% growth and caused the Hermès shares to jump by 4.5%. The fastest growth that Hermès saw, if you can guess what country, what region that was for them globally, I believe that in no small part has to do with how popular this brand is on TikTok. Just the sheer amount of user-generated content around Hermès on this app, virtually none of which is actually paid for by Hermès. This is all happening by their very engaged consumers. Some of this content obviously can err on the more gratuitous side. Some of it can be more voyeuristic. My very favorite creator in this space is not nearly as big as many of the others that you might be more familiar with. And I encourage you to check her out. Nadine Kasuga, who has the best collection of Hermès that I've ever seen. And she is basically the ultimate, in my opinion, Hermès consumer. She's incredibly sophisticated. She looks like Princess Diana. She has like that similar hairstyle and like ability to mix sporty and very chic pieces. Her Hermès collection spans her 3 homes in Tokyo, London, and New York. I mean, talk about goals. And she's not just all about the most obvious pieces. Like, she introduced me to this Hermès bag that I had never heard of called the Yo, after Michelle Yeoh. Her collection is so robust and unique and interesting. She's just wearing it with jeans, a great pair of loafers, and like a Chanel jacket. And you can tell, like, she's kept all her pieces. She'll be like, oh yeah, I got this in the 90s. Oh, I got this in the early 2000s. It really shows like what loyalty she has to the brand. And if you think about this type of consumer and how valuable they must be to a brand, how it certainly is helping Hermès continually increase their growth across continents because she lives in 3 of them. Hermès is outshining rivals like LVMH, even though LVMH has 75 brands. Hermès has 1. I think they might own a few other brands. Like, I think they own like a shoe brand as well. LVMH has 10 times as many employees as Hermès, if you can believe it. So, John Lobb, thank you. John Lobb is the shoe brand that Hermès owns as well. Actually, my husband wore John Lobb shoes for our wedding, so I should remember that. The other thing that sticks out to me about